Hello, everyone, and welcome to Colorado. I'm here at MTI, Missions Training International. I'm in my second week of training to move over to Slovakia. I have about 3 weeks left after this. I am here doing something a little bit different. Usually I write my blog, but I'm doing a video, as you can see. I hope you enjoy this and the beautiful nature. It's a little windy out here. Hope you can hear okay. A little cold also. But I am just really thankful to be out here and to just be around so many different people who are just passionate about missions and passionate about what Christ is doing, not only here but in other countries, and also passionate about what Christ is doing in our hearts and our lives. One of the things that I've been learning, that we've been talking about, is to move out of our culture, to move out of our world, and to see things through someone else's eyes and someone else's perspective in their world. We talk about conflict and how often we just see our perspective in conflict and we don't see others. We're not willing to step into someone else's position and see how they see things. I had a great lesson this weekend. I went to a friend's church up in Denver, and it really solidified this idea of stepping into someone else's shoes. They had a guest speaker who was a pastor from South Korea. And one of the things he said at the very beginning was how thankful South Koreans are for Americans and for coming and fighting in the Korean War, which kind of shocked me. Often we think of war as just horrible and America's getting involved all over the place and causing problems and that sort of thing. And he said that they were thankful that they were free from the North Koreans, and not only that freedom made it possible for missionaries to come into their country. This pastor, I guess, was key in the spreading of the gospel to Korea. And it came through one soldier who was willing to connect with him and ended up allowing him to come to America and get an education where he came to Christ and brought the gospel back to his own country. And through that, he was able, a couple of years later, with Billy Graham, to spread the gospel in one setting, just alone, to 1.2 million people. In that same setting, over 68,000 people signed that they wanted to become Christians. And this kind of started the movement of the Korean mega church that we hear about today. As he was speaking, this just was very powerful to me because he was able to take us out of our perspective and see the perspective of South Koreans, of his perspective. It was such a blessing, and shortly thereafter he had brought a choir of young children from South Korea along, and they were singing different songs, and during one of the songs they came out and they started to hug everyone in the crowd and say, "God bless you, God bless you." It was just such an amazing thing, and just a great expression of their gratitude, and just really made me think that I don't know that my perspective of the Korean War was that the gospel was spread, that God worked good and evil, and it was just a challenge to me to start looking at things, even bad things in life, and realizing what is someone else's perspective, and not only that, but what is God's perspective in this? How does He see this? It's just really is powerful. And as I thought about that, I was really inspired with the fact that I was able to see from His perspective rather than my perspective. As I'm thinking about this, and as I'm moving into a new culture, into Slovakia, I just really want this to be my perspective. And not only there in Slovakia, but I also want this to be my perspective as I'm still here in the States, raising support, working, spending time with friends and family. But I want to be able to have the ability to see into other people's perspectives in their lives. I want to ask if, as you pray for this upcoming couple years and the ministry that God has put me in Slovakia, that you would be praying that He will allow me to be able to make a habit of to see things through other people's eyes. And I also hope that this may be an encouragement to you, that you'll begin to also see the opportunity we have to step out of our place, out of our world, and to enter someone else's world. It's just an exciting opportunity, and it's really what God calls us to just not think about ourselves, to be selfless and to focus on others. I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to share this with you. I hope it was an encouragement, and I hope that you are growing and are excited about what God's doing both in America and around the world. And I hope blessings this week and in the next coming month, and hope to talk to you soon when I come back to the States. God bless you all. Bye.